Hello and welcome back to the port. I'm the Gab Major, and this is to cover the announcement that USA Light Cruisers are coming next patch. So, basically, if you've just logged in, or when you do log in, you'll be seeing this background on the second tab. And in the background we have USS Dallas, and then in the foreground we have USS Helena. So my guess is USS Dallas will be tier 5, USS Helena will be tier 6, and USS Cleveland will be tier 7. The reason being is the Dallas is the same tier as the Pensacola in the PC version, and then the diversion of the light and heavy cruisers kind of happens after the Omaha. So I think you're going to see a kind of cruiser tech tree split here, which is going to be very nice. So I'm speculating, now this is speculation, so take a pinch of salt. This is going to be early access, because they're only showing us two of them. They're only showing us the tier 5 and the tier 6. And whenever they do that, that's usually because they're doing an early access tease. So basically we should be able to get these in crates, and then following the patch, when we go into the next one, then it'll be fully researchable, and then the US Cleveland will drop, or USS Cleveland I should say. So, what can we expect from these cruisers? Well, the USS Dallas has a very similar turret layout to the Pensacola. However, this is with 6-inch guns rather than 8-inch guns. So A and X turret are 2-gun turrets, and the B and Y turret or 3-gun turrets super firing. So what's the pros of the Dallas? Well, her guns are probably going to be quite good. You've got 10 of them to bear as well, which is very good. That's more than most others at this tier. Then it looks like you're going to have very wide firing angles, which means you'll have a narrow stance to bring all your turrets onto target, and you're also going to have probably a low detectability because you're a lighter cruiser, allowing you to get closer. However, this will be countered because you'll have a shorter range. Now you're going to have that American trait of high arcing shells, which means you're going to be very good at getting behind islands, but you're going to probably struggle hitting targets at long distance. And then also, because you're a light cruiser, you're going to have light armor, which means your citadel may be exposed. Now, for all of these, I should just cover off one con, and that is that you're not going to have any torpedoes. And consumable-wise, it looks like all of them are going to come with sonar, damage control party, and fighter, catapult fighter or spotter aircraft, however you want to call it. Now that might change for the USS Cleveland, but we'll get back to why. Now the next one is the USS Helena. Now this looks really interesting. She's got a 5x3 gun arrangement, so all her turrets are triples, and she's got 3 up front and 2 at the rear, very similar to how the Mayuku turret layout is set. So you've got 3 rear facing and 2 fore facing. This means that you're going to have a 15-gun broadside of 6-inch guns, which is really, really interesting. Now, because 3 of your turrets are going to be facing rearwards, that's going to be X, your Y, and your C turret, that means you're going to have a very good kiting away tactic. However, that also means you're going to have a very poor kiting towards. You've got more guns to run away with, almost. Looks like your rudder shift's going to be quite good. But then it looks like again your armor's going to be quite and then that high shell arc and shorter range with better concealment, so it's all kind of like trade-offs here. And then we have the USS Cleveland, the tier 7 expected. Now she's also going to come with damage con, sonar and spotter aircraft, but it looks like you might be able to swap your spotter aircraft out for radar. Now I'm assuming, because it's going to be tier 7, that she's also going to come with a repair party. It just seems to be World of Warships Legends way of dealing with tier 7 at the moment. Now she is going to have 4x3 6-inch guns. So she's got 4 turrets, triple guns, 6-inch turrets, 2 fore, 2 aft. So you pretty much your standard kind of a cruiser layout, really. Pros seem to be pretty much most of the same. Decent maneuverability, high shell arcs to get over islands, favourable angles on your turrets. One thing it does say is that your citadel may be deceptively difficult to penetrate. Probably from when you're close in. However, it looks like you might suffer from plunging fire, so you don't want to be at range possibly. But the cons are also, again, that light armor, which means you may be prone to HE damage, no torpedoes, blah 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 blah. So it seems like all of them are about the same. There's not really any kind of step change, so it seems like probably if you can master them, then you're probably going to enjoy all of them. Well, that's just a quick little cover off of the announcement. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, give the video a like. I'd like to say thank you to all the subscribers, and if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. It'd be much appreciated. I'm the Gareth Major, and back to the port.